Yo, what's up, homies? It's snowing. Look at this. We got a snowstorm happening. But I do see some mobs about, so perhaps we'll try and go sleep this one through. Oh, you know what? We'll go into our inn and sleep a little bit. Why not? But anywho, on the agenda for today, I don't know. What the heck should we do? What should we build? What should we explore? What should we... I don't know. No, but there is something that I've been wanting to do for a little bit now. So I figure while we're in between big builds and, planning what we're going to do next up in this area, wherever the heck that is, I've been wanting to do a little ruined cottage on the other side of our bridge. And by ruined, I mean like completely in rubble. Like it either deteriorated over the years or it got destroyed by I don't know, a war or a dragon or something. Who the heck knows? But it's going to be the same block palette as the bridge. So I think we're just going to grab all of these shulkers and head right back over there. And I think we'll be pretty much set up with everything in them. And look at this flying challenge. First try through the gate. No, through the gate and into the other gate. First try, baby. Look at that. So easy. Oh my goodness. All right. It's a little bit dark and I don't have my bed. All right. Items acquired and back over to our location. So I think I'm going to put all this stuff on the bridge. Oh, no, that's pretty far away. But I'm going to be building it over right in this spot. So let's put our stuff just over here on the other side of the path, I suppose. All right. And then we got our workstations over in here and the bed atop the stairs. That is so safe. But anyways, the first thing we need to do is we're going to raise up this land a little bit. And, ooh, I'm actually liking this whole thing where I put the torches. We might have to do a couple buildings up on here, actually. That would look pretty cool, I think. But yeah, let's see if we have any dirt and grass in here. Hey, look, dirt and grass. Certainly not enough dirt and grass, but it will get us started, I believe. I think we'll just kind of, mimic the lines that are already here and see if we can't come up with something by doing that. All right, so we got this one a little bit more outlined, so we can go ahead and fill this in, get the grass starting to grow. Or we could just use our grass blocks, because I did kind of forget that we had those. And this time we're filling it all in. I don't want any little, zombie huts built into this landscape. All right, so I did just run and grab my grass and dirt shulker, so let's load up on this stuff. Oh, nice. It's mostly grass. That's very convenient. And let's go up another layer. So I think we're going to cut off over there, and then maybe we'll put a little building over there eventually, but we're going to cut that off and just kind of go in just a little bit more. This will come over and kind of do like a this type thing. Oh, look at all those pumpkins down there. Hey, watch out. Gotta place a block there, buddy. Thank you. And you're in the way again. No, don't come up here. Oh my. All right, and now we gotta fill in this one, but we do have to do a little something here. I don't like that. All right, let's do that. That's a little bit more rounded and natural, I suppose. All right, and another layer complete. So, I think we might go up a little bit more right in this area. Leave that as is, and kind of cut it like something like this. I am gonna take you out. Something like, this-ish. This'll do, donkey. All right, another one done. Let's see how that's looking from about over here-ish. Okay, this is good. I don't know if I'm going to go up another level there or not, but I'm going to do the ruined thing right about here. So I guess once we decide if we're going to do more in this area, if we'll go up any higher. But now let's put away our grass, and I think it was this one. Yeah, there we go. And we are going to get out some stone stuff, so now I guess I have to do some searching. That's what we're looking for. We found our cobble shulker, because we're going to need a bit of that, since, it's a ruined building. And we're going to need some mossy cobble. And before I get any of this out, actually, we're just going to try and get the structure built. And then we're also going to get out some brick and mossy brick, because some of it's still going to be a little bit intact, and I suppose we'll bring some andesite as well. So let's head on right over here and try and come up with something. So I think what we're going to do is just kind of have the path like break off right here and go up this way, and then this will be the front rather than this. So I figure maybe we'll do like, there's still a couple intact brick pieces here. And then this can be the doorway. So we'll throw some gobbledygooks in there. This will come over to here. And then the structure will go kind of this way. And right now I'm just going to lay out like a general shape, and then we'll start changing it up just a little bit. So I think this will be a good size, because, you know, it's just supposed to be like a little cottage. So I also changed my mind. This is not going to be where the doorway is. The doorway is going to be over here, because then we can just have the path kind of cut out right around this lamppost right up here. So we'll probably do a little something with the grass here. I don't know. But that is where the door is going to be. So let's see. Maybe right over through here we'll add a few more bricks and brick things. Maybe this one will be a little bit better off. So we'll go up like this for a window. Maybe do some stone bricks over here. And then we're going to move the door right over to the corner. We'll have it a little something like that, and that's how we're going to leave that, I think. And, of course, you know, I have all the stairs and slabs and everything, so we are going to be, you know, switching things up just a little bit once we come back through. But let's sleep in our safe bed. And back over to here, let's see. We'll throw another couple bricks in here. Switch out these to mossy cobs. Maybe throw a couple up like this as well. Actually, let's do that gone. I want to put a tuff in here a little bit. Okay, we'll put this brick back. All right, this corner, I think we're going to do brick and cracked, something a little like that. And then that will lead into some cobble, which will then lead into mossy and mossy brick. So then we'll do another mossy up here. Oh, we'll do it just like that. That'll work. Now, I think we've got at least the base of this pretty well done. So I think what I'm going to do now is get out the detailing stuff, and we're going to throw the rest of this in a little build montage. So let's go! Here's our little ruined building, our building in rubble. Now, my real question is, can you tell that this used to be a building, or did I go a little bit too rubbly? I mean, there is a tree growing in it after all, so I don't know. Well, let's just look it through. So inside we have a little, you know, campfire. Somebody's been held up in here a little bit. Maybe on their travels by, they end up in this little building. And so they started a fire and put some little stools around it. And maybe this has become shelter from the storms for the time being. Who knows? But anywho, to walk through it a little bit. So we have this deteriorated second story, what used to be a second story up here. And I did my little thing with the wood again. So what I typically do for this type of stuff, especially like a ruined building, is this is a little bit darker, obviously, than the spruce, so I'll put the dark oak on the floor so that it seems, I don't know, maybe a little bit saturated, I suppose, or, you know, the ground maybe is just rotting it a little bit more than the wood that's up in the air, not touching the ground. It's in a little bit better shape still. Ow! And then with the fences sticking up on top of the building, I kind of went for like I guess that would be the, I don't know, rebar type thing in the building, which maybe it makes sense, maybe it doesn't. But, you know, maybe the wood is just showing through now that the building's falling over a little bit, and you can see the inner structure, the inner, I don't even know what you would call it. But I do think it adds just a little bit more of, I don't know, maybe character to the buildings. It kind of, to me, I notice that it's more in rubble or deteriorated when you can see like the inner structure sticking out, you know, where the rest of the building has fallen down, or, you know, that type of stuff. I don't know. That's my brain. And then we, of course, did a path leading up to it with, you know, some hanging roots around. I don't know. I think there's a couple of them. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, something like that. And then, you know, there's vines everywhere. There's some bushes everywhere. There's obviously a tree that's grown inside the building since it's unused for the most part. And yeah, that's kind of the extent of what we got going on here. You know, it's just kind of a building in rubble. And just one more thing, with this type of build, I really like to go super detailed, like, you know, moss creeping up right here and, you know, crossing over here, but it didn't quite get over to this side. And then over here we have, you know, some of the building is still in brick form. It hasn't completely deteriorated to cobble, even though it has fallen off. It's still intact a little bit. And I think that sort of stuff just really adds to the character of the building, kind of more so the lore of the building. You know, you can kind of get an idea of what it used to look like maybe, and just you can form in your own brain what exactly happened to it to get to this state over the years, you know. Perhaps it was even at one point a hut, or, I don't know, a safe house for anybody working the mines down here. So, you know, there's all sorts of lore that we could dive into with stuff like this. And the whole time I'm building, I have that kind of stuff in mind. I really want it to, you know, tell a little bit of a story. Get a feel for what it used to be and what it could have been, maybe. And that is our little building of rubble. So we've got our little cottage in ruins completed, and now I've decided it's time to pivot. And I mean that pretty literally, like right over to right about there. So now that we've got this completed, I'm kind of thinking, why don't we just build a real cottage right here, and we could do like the whole, all right, well, this one was getting old and, you know, falling apart, so we just built a new one right here. Also, it might be kind of cool to see like an actual cottage next to what used to be. You know, something like that. And since I still have all of my stuff on me, let's get down here and place the shulkers back down. But actually here, instead of here, let's go all the way over to this side of the path. I know that's a pretty big brain move doing that. Don't mind me. I'm just incredibly smart. So let's throw down our crafting square, ender chest, stone cutter, and the bed. Oh, let's put the bed right here, right next to the stairs, because as we know, that is safe. All right, let's get some materials out. We're gonna need some cobble, obviously. I think we might use some stone this time. We'll take some andesite. And then we need stone brick, some mossy stone brick. I don't know if we're gonna use mossy cobble, but maybe. And of course our lovely cracked stone bricks as well. So let's start placing some blocks, why don't we? Figure out where exactly this thing's gonna go. I think we're going to do it right up over in this corner a bit. Where is the front door going to be? Probably like right about here, right? Yeah. So we'll do, that'll be the front door-ish. And then maybe we'll bring it right over to here. Not too big, not too small, just a nice adequate size. All right, so what I'm going to do real quick is just build the entire thing, and then we're going to go through and switch some blocks around, because I find that to be easiest. Whoa, look at that. I didn't even line it up properly. I'm going to actually move this one back. All right, so that'll be the door. So let's build a frame for the door, and then we'll build the wall right over to connect up here. Obviously, there's going to be a window somewhere, so we won't fill it in quite yet. And same thing with this wall, and then, you know, same thing for the other two walls as well. All right, so the base of the structure is here. Now we just kind of need to decide how the windows are going to be. So I think this one is going to be exactly like that, just, you know, 1 block tall. I'm going to do them all 1 block, I think. This one I think will split into 2. This one, let's see. Let's actually just do that. Split it up just like that, and then this one will obviously mimic the other side, I think. So that's a decent looking start to the building, I believe. Now, I am going to get out some of I only have 4. Some of those, because I want to do a little bit of the whole texturing the corners thing. Well, I guess not just the corners, but, the texturing thing. And then got to put a brick under there, otherwise it looks weird being right on the dirt, I think. Maybe not. Let's put the dirt back. All right, so now I'm just kind of going through and adding some stairs here and there for a little bit added, block missing-ish. Added flavor, we'll call it. All right, now that we got a little bit of texture on this thing, let's go through and switch out some blocks, just a few here and there. Not entirely, but we are going to switch some blocks around. And somewhere or another, I'm going to include a little bit of the mossy stuff. I just haven't really decided exactly where we're going to do some moss. I think we'll do it right on this side, actually. That way, you'll be able to see a little bit of it when you're coming up to the building. All right, so these 3, we're going to switch to the mossy stone brick. Maybe we'll do this one in the mossy cobble. And then let's actually do mossy cobble right there as well. And then we'll switch this one out for a mossy brick stair. Yeah, I think we'll keep that. And then we'll run it a little bit further this way. This one will switch out as well. This wall we're going to switch out, and that block into the mossy stuff. And then I think we'll run it across the top of the door just a little bit as well. All right, this is where we're at right now. It's looking a little bit deteriorated. Not quite as bad as that unit over there, but this one, we're going to make it lived in, so we can't go too far. So I think this is pretty good for the start. So let's grab some wood, and we'll do a little bit of some flooring maneuvers. All right, let's clear this bad boy out. And I think under the spots where you can see the ground, let's just put in some stone. Actually, why don't we do stone brick? That might work best, actually. I think there was one over here on the corner, too. Yeah, we'll do this one. And then we got the floor to do. Let's see. We'll throw some here. We'll throw another couple over here. And then the rest is just going to be wood. We'll put some different flavors of wood in here. Oops. And then we need our axe so that we can strip everything. There we are. So we have floor. What are we gonna do for the windows? Should we do glass? Yeah, let's do glass. I don't want to do bars on this thing. All right, so let's see what this looks like with some glass in it. Oh, that's right. I have this resource pack, so you almost can't even see it. That's beautiful. Look at that. Oh, I love it. So for the rest of this thing, I think we're going to speed right through it in a time lapse because my throat is bothering me just a little bit. So I'm going to talk less and build more. Let's go! So how about our little, what are we going to call this? Miners' barracks? We'll call it the Miners' barracks. How about this little place we got going on over here? This has become just, this nice little beautiful area with a ruined building, a nice little cottage here, and of course the trees, which I think I'm most excited about the trees, if I'm being honest. I did a little bit of, looking around, getting some ideas for some trees, and then I winged it, and I came up with these, and I don't know what kind of tree they would exactly mimic, but I'm pretty I'm pretty happy with them. But yeah, so we got our little miner's barracks here. We'll come up and go in the front door and take a look around. We got some tables in here, of course, just for sitting or cooking over here. Some storage, why not? Just somewhere to, hang out after a long day, or if you can't make it home, then you can come up here and sleep up in the bedroom, which we put our banners up here because we had a whole bunch of them. But yeah, we got some beds lined up, got some places for people to just crash if they want, maybe take a midday nap, who knows? And yeah, that's the extent of our little miner's barracks, pretty much. So what do you think of the little area? How about you let me know how you like it, what you would change, anything of the sort in the comments. But that right there is about all we have time for. Bye!